Uh-huh. Hey, peace. I don't know how long I'm gonna go live for, but I'm just kind of here just to show it off. I was watching the storm and I figured, why can't we just watch it together? I don't usually do vertical, but I thought vertical looked better, so. I hope everybody tuning in that you had a great day today, and your day keeps improving. Oh, you made cookies? Oh yeah, the camera's over there, okay. My uniladies that I wear on me, I'm having to have them under my shirt so they don't get wet. Hey, Maven. Yeah, just a little bit brown. Not too brown. They'll get too hard when they cool off, though. I was just watching the storm blowing in, and I decided why not just show it off to everybody as well. I hate the idea of being in vertical. But I thought it was the best way to experience the storm along with us. Damn. I bet. Do you guys have like a backup generator? You're at your work, right, Maven? You guys have a backup generator, I imagine. So storms can't get too scary. Damn. I figured. Everything like that, I kind of base off 7 Days to Die, and I know the game isn't exactly realistic. But like every hospital and care facility in the game has always had a generator in the basement, so. And in abandoned places you explore, you see it too. I've seen a generator in this abandoned care facility that like some scrapper had taken all the copper out. They'd left all the components in it. I'm like, damn. Somebody got $2 worth of copper, so they could go buy them a Four Loko. Sorry, folks. Oh no, I turned a filter on. You know what? Maven, you're gonna do that Vox recording, right? Electrical energy in the air seems to generate extra spirit activity if you believe in that sort of thing. I think if you have a storm, it's the ideal night for that, for sure. Even with the storm, even if it's past the electricity in the air, I think it will. I'll take my pills too. I take pantoprazole at night. They want me to take Ambien at night, but Ambien makes you into the devil. Ambien's the worst drug that I can possibly think of. Like, oof. I've fallen downstairs on Ambien. I've fallen asleep in the car. I mean, oof. Anyway. I think it activates like the feral part of your brain that just kind of makes you, just react based on the environment. And it just removes everything that's human about you. I had a girlfriend that I said something horrible to her when I was on Ambien, and she like quit talking to me over it, and I really liked that girl, and we were really vibing, and I'm just like, and she took Ambien too, and she said horrible things to me, and I didn't quit talking to her over it. But I would rather be awake all night than take Ambien. I mean, I've recently got my sleep schedule somewhat in check. I'm sure there was more to it than that. I'm sure that was just a breaking point, but get a speed check. The fuck is a speed check, Claire? Also, welcome, Claire. Yeah, can we get a speed check? 10 miles per hour. That's how fast I sleep. About 10 miles an hour. If you're going fast enough, for sure. Anyone that saw my video today, you guys gotta see me shotgun something for the first time ever. I've never done it, ever. And I did a pretty poor job. You gotta stab it away from you, and I didn't stab it away from me. From what I know, like, in my training and fighting, like, when you use a knife, like, you're using it to pull something towards you, not, like, away from you. Yeah. I did a dank food hack. Well, I didn't do it. Beard did it. I'm not as Beard right now. Beard's wild. You better watch out for him. There we go. That looks straight to me. Yeah, he chugged, he shotgunned 2 Arizona teas, and he went and passed out. You have me, I represent the retired Beards. Senate is another representative of a retired Beards. The Beard character is very abrasive and very forward. Like, the Beard sort of character is like a thing. Like, you see it, it grabs a hold of you, and you're You're just like, what the fuck is going on in this video? Like, why is he talking like that? Why is he acting like that? In that video, when I stab that box, I think that's one of the smoothest things I've ever done on a video. I'm pleased with it. I'm just a representative of the beards, so... Retired Beard is not here right now. I'm trying to find the way to do the dank food hacks that really work for me and everything. So what you're seeing here is like the sort of test things. As I kind of get down and get into the Beard voice, kind of figure it out. Oh, hey, Beard's here. I don't have anything to drink, so it might hurt a little bit to do this. Yeah. Give me one sec. Yeah, it kind of hurts to do the Beard voice. If you don't have anything to drink, you kind of have to do that, then get to it. You gotta do it kind of correctly. You know, kind of like they do in death metal. Like, you can't just do it with your throat. Like, if you do it with your throat, you're gonna do that. But if you come up here, you could do it with your throat, and then you could get it, and then you could just kind of stay with it, and then get it, and you're just talking normally like you would. It can be hard to stay into and get with, but you just have to, get with it. I bet King Cobra does something similar. I could imagine that. I'd love to hear, like, totally away from things if he talks like normal. He's like, hey guys, it's King Cobra here. I am feeling swell today. I'd be like, what the fuck? Let's see if I could do... Yeah, there we go. The very white voice. After punishing my throat, I can do it. Hey brother, what's up? Hey brother, Hulk Hogan's gonna eat that ass. Sorry. I watched the Tourette's guy too much. Treaties. I have too much fun when I do the Beard voice. At SummerSlam, what you gonna do, brother? I don't sound exactly like Hulk Hogan. Probably more... Probably more like... Oh, wow. I think I need to get something to drink now. I think I shot my throat. So I'll need a drink with it. I think I sound more like a Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, wow. Like a Hulk Hogan that smokes. Hey, Hulk Hogan here for Parliament Light Menthols. We're gonna smoke those Parliament Light Menthols, brother. Well, let me get water. If you do anything like this, you'll want water. Remember, kids, do drugs before they do you. Oh, wow. Hey, I got back into it. Let me tell you something, Biscop. Hulk
Hulk Hogan here for Pyramid Light Menthols. Smoke 'em up today.
I'm gonna make people just tune out. Who wants to just hear that? We're here for the storm anyway.
Macho Man Randy Savage gonna eat that ass, boy. Smokey Lead Summertown Dysfunction brother.
Okay, I can't. I'm having trouble with the voice now. Oh, that's cool. Oh, hey, I didn't have the volume up very loud. Let's see. Wow, and now my voice is just like, I'm like Creep Boots Moonshine. Wow, Ace Commander, Treaties, and Maven are here.
You fucking troll. You fucking troll. No, listen, you fucking troll. Listen to me. Fuck you.
I don't know.
No, shut up. Listen to me. You fucking troll.
We can summon Walnut if we talk about her enough. She's like the boogeyman. That fiery whopper is so fucking disgusting. Treaties, you're in a totally different part of the country to me, and you got exactly the same bacon. I think you are, at least. I don't know for sure. I got a pickle that was like all membrane on the chicken sandwich. Yeah, I've been wanting to get the Meat Mountain. I have a core concept behind my channel. Now, I like to explore around and do other content that I feel I'll enjoy. And that's where the food content comes from. I have wanted to, like Lars the Juggalo, I've watched his food hacks. I get scared to watch anybody's food hacks, especially if I'm going to do them. People have wanted me to sing to the King Cobra ones, and I'm like, no, like, I'll get inspired, and then I'll be like, I'll do this and that. I might do this or that in the video. I don't know. I'll just do it at some point. I should live watch like King Cobra's like food hacks for the first time on live sometime. I just don't know how I'd show me and my reaction. I like the first Saw movie. I do not like. I guess Saw 2 is alright. About Saw 3, they started to lose the plot of the movies. See, my food hacks are supposed to be dank but I'm actually trying to make a food that you could make at home and you could try. This is kind of like the food that I'd eat if I really get just kind of go crazy. The the chicken sandwich was even worse. Like, that was at the Dollar Tree. When Walnut is gonna send me some dried peppers, and she's also, I was like, I'm not gonna do dried pepper content because really I'm gonna be copying Senate then. But once she does, I'm gonna make some Cajun. I'm gonna make some Cajun food, and I'm gonna add the peppers to the Cajun seasoning that I have, make it extra dank. Would you guys like to see me go into my recipe books and find the most fucked recipe that I can find? Have I shown you guys the Boglum cookbook before? I have a Boglum cookbook. I got it at a thrift store a while ago. I call it the Boglum cookbook nowadays. It's the Spam cookbook. It is a book full of Spam recipes. And there is some demented fucking food in that. There is some demented food, like, Sorry, folks. I was going to get my. I was trying to find my spam cookbook. Yeah, I'm in Thailand. How do you know? The Boglin Bible, the spam cookbook. Yeah, it took a little while. No, it's an actual cookbook. There's recipes from the Midwest, the Northeast, the South, the Southwest, the Northwest, Hawaii, and Hawaii. There's the original spam recipe in here. This is a real thing. It's copyrighted from Hormel Foods. And everything. 1998. I had trouble finding the spam cookbook. Did you guys not hear me walk away? So what region do you want to hear a fucked recipe? We have recipes here for the Midwest, which is where I am. For the spam burger, victory buns, spam scalloped potatoes, mom's spam hot dish, spam noodle casserole, spam macaroni and cheese, spam bread, spam millennium meatloaf, spam, what is that? No, it's new millennium meatloaf. Oh, new millennium meatloaf pie. The Chicago style deep dish, spam and potato. Look at what the victory buns calls for. Hot dog buns, though. So what do you mix the spam with the cheese and the eggs and the mayonnaise? That is some fucking food hack shit right there. What the fuck? What do? Preheat the oven to 350. In a mixing bowl, combine the spam, eggs, cheese, and mayonnaise. Split and butter the buns. Place on a lightly greased baking sheet. Fill buns with spam mixture and place in the oven until cheese melts and edge of the bun start to brown. Serve it once with ice cold milk. Serves 4 to 6. Not bad. That's the Midwest. That's not the South. Welcome, Hazel. Milk. Scalloped potatoes. If you want to know how you make a sauce for scalloped potatoes, that works. These are real recipes. Somebody submitted this recipe to Hormel Foods. And then they printed it. As long as you're nice to Hazel. White bread, Spam, cubed processed cheese, beaten eggs, milk. Hazel is not really walnut. Ace Commander is very suspicious of people. Yeah, slightly beaten. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. £1 of ground dark turkey meat. What the fuck? How do you get ground? Okay, I buy turkey meat all the time. How do you specifically get ground dark meat turkey? Yeah, I beat my eggs up if they question my authority. There's so many of these. And this recipe calls for the new Millennium Meatloaf. So you add fucking potatoes, butter, milk, and cheese. To this when it's already cooked. True. If if you have a meat grinder and stuff, are you really? Are you really making Spam though? I don't know. Maryland style Spam cakes. This is what I'd make for Gordon Ramsay if I ever cooked him food. I'm making you a fucking Spam risotto. Oh yeah, the Spam bread was one I wanted to see too. Frozen bread dough, butter, parsley flakes, garlic salt, Spam, and mozzarella cheese. What the fuck? So it's garlic bread, huh? But it's Spam garlic bread. Want to make you want to make garlic bread suck? Add spam today. Hazel, here we go. Country spam and grits, Hoppin' Johnny. We have Catherine Ann's sweet pea and spam salad. I like she fucking claimed that shit. Spam and Georgia peach, pigs in a blanket, spam jambalaya, blackened spam and rice, and a superb bowl of red. Damn, a superb bowl of red. What the hell is Hoppin' Johnny? Does it have to do with escaped slaves? I hope not. Man, spam and grits is about... I've made this before, actually. I made this recipe here. It's good. It's one of the few that I've made in here. It's fucking on fucking fire. The Hooded Clan sandwich. The Hooded Clan spam sandwich. Dried black-eyed peas. I have never seen dried black-eyed peas. Have you? What would you dry them out? Hazel's representing the South here. It calls for the smoke-flavored spam. I don't even know if they make that one anymore. Also calls for the onion. Yeah, I've made this before. I've made this, but not with the dried black-eyed peas. I've had this before. It's good. This one is horrific to me. What are the ingredients, folks? 1 can cling peaches. What the fuck are cling peaches, first off? 1 can of peaches, 1 can of spam, brown sugar, cloves, and rice. I bet this recipe is horrible. What do you think? Peaches and spam and sugar and rice? Jeez, what comedian did you see treat these? Oh, you want to talk about something useful, folks? This is why I gather cooking books like this. You're like, oh, this is a shitty cooking book. What is that? That is a blackened. That is a Cajun seasoning. How to make one right there by yourself. What, Brendan Schaub? I don't know. I don't know who. Ew. What is this recipe? Is this recipe fucking blue cheese and spam? I've had the spam and cheese sandwich, I'm sure. That's not spam and blue cheese, is it? It is. It's gonna be spam and blue cheese, isn't it? It is. Oh no. This is grandma got dementia, so grandma made this. What does it call for? Tortillas, olive oil, spam, lettuce, blue cheese, sour cream, walnuts, salsa, and onions. What the fuck? This is horrible. What the fuck? Should I try and make this sometime? Yeah, I will too. That's one of the worst recipes I've ever seen. Oh, no, it's getting worse over here. You want a good Spam recipe to have? You want to try Spam and have it be good? A Spam melt. I've made this one. This is fucking good. All the recipes that I've made in here have been good, so that makes me wonder about ones like those that are horrific to me. The camera does not want to focus on this. It's like, I cannot. Spam and oysters. 50-year meatballs. Spam stuffed Washington apples. Spam stuffed squash. Spam and salmon. What the fuck? Alaskan coconut beer battered spam. That sounds pretty good. It is the worst region so far. I would agree with you there. It looks horrible. So far, the best one, just based on ones I've tried. I haven't tried a lot of it. It's the South, for sure. The South is one in. But the South has the best food in the United States, probably. No surprise. Which... Oh, never mind. Spam and oysters? Let's fuck up the oysters. Hey, we have oysters. You know what we should do with the oysters? Fuck them up with some spam. What the fuck? 50-year meatballs. What the hell? Oh, with their 50th anniversary. Spam has fueled... I don't know if y'all can read that or not. I'll hold it there for a few seconds. We're all fat down here. I was gonna say that the South had... It was the place with the least amount of white people, so they were able to develop food culture. But I didn't want to say that. That's kind of... I don't know. Spam stuffed apples. Krispy Kreme and... Doomed at birth, yeah. What the hell are acorn squash? I've never heard of acorn squash. Stuff your fucking vegetables with spam, I guess. Hawaii. Hawaii's probably gonna beat the South. Hawaii has some fire. You know your salmon there you got? Fuck it up with some spam. This recipe for spam and salmon came from a fucking chef at a hotel. At the Tokeland Hotel. At the Tokeland Hotel, folks. I don't make the shit up. It says Tokeland. Yeah, because you'd have to be fucking high to eat spam in that. And here's a Cajun seasoning one as well. I'll make this at some point. It sounds good to me. Beer battered spam. And then we have the region that wins with spam. Hawaii. Hawaii is the best place with spam. Spam Musubi rules. Loco Moco rules. The spam fried rice rules. Loco Moco is one of the best dishes to ever come out of here. I've had it with hamburger, but this one just calls for spam, onions, gravy, rice, and eggs. It's like a curry, basically. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to go over that cooking book. Splammin'. We're gonna have splammin' for dinner, kids. Splammin'. Oh. Kids love the taste of splammin'. They splam. All the splammin'. Splam. Splam. Okay, folks. I didn't just dump my ashtray on myself. Yeah, brother, man. I'm in Hawaii, man. Don't you know, man? Yeah, brother. I went to Hawaii. We're all in Hawaii. In Hawaii, we all float down here. We all float, you know? I've ate at the fast food restaurant that Barack Obama ate at a lot when he was going to when he was growing up, I think, or when he was in college, one of the two. It was a pretty damn good place. The Rainbow something. I had a spam sandwich there that fucking ruled. Yeah, I love Loco Moco. I don't know. I love Loco Moco. Yeah, usually it's a hamburger patty, but in this instance it does not call for it. Every recipe I can find for it doesn't call for the hamburger patty. I wish I could. Thanks for tuning in. Uh, well, about 11:30, the storm's supposed to get bad. So that's what we're waiting for. Sorry. Last time I checked, I was over 18. Yeah, I know showing the storm off kind of gives off my location. Particularly that. Yeah, you're probably better off that way. KCI? You ever been at KCI? Kansas City International Airport is pretty. Uh, I read that as I'm missing Walnut. And I'm like, I'm missing Walnut too. Like, where the fuck is Walnut? Like, there's only 2 ladies in my life that need to pull up. And one of them's missing. Yeah, I adore Walnut too. She's shown me such great kindness and can you Ace? That'd be great. I thought you were talking about Maven. I'm like, Maven, you should marry Walnut. Make WTRD all jealous. Be like, you have to sit in the closet and you can't even watch. Yeah, I'd sit in a tree with her too. Oh, of course, 3 days. You're a dirty old man. You'd be like, WTRD, I am sorry, but we're gonna have to get a divorce. I mean, I think he'd understand at least, right? Hey, big boy, you sure do have some nice muscles there. Dude. Yeah, it's only illegal if you get caught. My lady friend, my special lady friend that I'm talking to, I hate to speak for her, but she feels the same about Walnut. Like, she knows how I feel about Walnut, and she's like, yeah, I can't even blame you. Walnut won't marry me. I've asked her. She said no. I told her we're gonna get married one day, Walnut. You don't know it yet, but we're gonna get married one day. Hey, cat guy. Welcome. Walnut's too much of a. She likes to be at home and just kind of stay there and just kind of be in her space and do her art and, all that. Like, I'm really on the journey to, like, not talk to women. Or, like, be tempted by women and, like, there's several women I've talked to that just leave an impression on me. I know her art, how accepting, how, like, I need to surround myself that make me want to be beard and do the beard content. Yeah, the last lady I talked to, fucking eyebrows, fucking eyebrow ass bitch. have to draw on fake ass eyebrows because you're a fake ass person inside, so you have to be a fake ass person on the outside. Fucking ass fake ass eyebrow bitch. Anyway, she did not like that I talked to any girls, anyone online. And it was awful. Not a fun person. Yeah. I'd get a unibrow too, so. Fucking fake ass bitch. I adore anybody that respects me as a person and shows a great kindness to me. Vertical I found was the best way to get the picture the way I wanted it. I know it's weird. I'm sorry, Treaties. I'm right there with you, dude. Like, I keep talking to Walnut, like, for years. I'm gonna fall in love with that lady, like. And it might only be as a friend. Which is always better. You don't want to, like, complicate things. And it's good to have somebody that feels the same way as... No, I'm not. Shut up, Ace. I'm not in love with Walnut. You've shut your face. There is someone that I'm in love with in another way. My girl. And I think the person that I love is actually, they might be hearing me right now. Hey. We haven't talked for like 2 weeks, so it'd be nice to talk, you know that? Anyway, not airing out anything. Two girls, one art stream. Mabin, you'd be surprised. I've tried to get Walnut to go live and do some art with me. Send it. Maven, we're both thirsty. No, Maven, you need to create a channel on your Discord called Thirsting for Walnut, where we just like we gush about Walnut in the Discord chat. A walnut thirst trap. I think Walnut knows if me and you are together, we're probably gushing about her. Because I just adore her and just. I don't know if I'd want to be with her like that, though. Yeah. Oh, Night Ace. Yeah, Maven, I've seen her under the mask, too. Whoa. I can make everyone jealous. I could just be like, hey, Walnut, I want to see a picture of your face. And I could probably see a picture of her face. She doesn't take a lot of pictures or anything. She's very secretive, though. Oh, shit. Damn. Okay, that was a little close for my comfort, folks. I think I'm gonna go inside. Oh yeah, I need to. That was really close. Oh, flash. Sorry, folks, my mom's just wandering around. I'll try and brave it again, folks. That scared the shit out of me. If it does it again, yeah, she sent me that purple robe one too. She really liked, she showed off that robe. In a recent live of Walnut, she face doxed herself. I caught it, nobody else did, and it's removed now, but...
I was like, Walnut.
And there was somebody in chat calling her by her real name that I hid really fucking fast. Which is wild to me. I'd been meaning to get her a purple one. I was so happy that they did that. WTRD did that. Hand dogs. Oh, of course, Senate. You want to go live together in the morning? We probably could. Yeah. Yeah, if it'll let us go live. We've been trying to go live, and Senate Willie there, he's been. His video's not been working well. Because I keep having a dream about me and Walnut making a goth kite together. I've been trying to get her to have a live where we make a kite together. But so far, she can't do it. She won't do it, I mean. Yeah. On mobile, you have vertical and horizontal. It's by default vertical, and this is vertical. In my dream, it's all black, and it kind of... Yeah. What did you guys think of that wand? That Walnut made for me. I've helped Walnut out, and she decided to return the favor with that wand, and she really wow. Purple, black, and gold are my 3 favorite colors. I wanted to get Fanny's color in there. Walnut is such an artist. Maven has more wands than that. But I so believe in the artistic vision. Fanny the fiery unicorn, actually. I don't want to use the term frisky to describe anything that's 8 years old. Anything that's 8 years old does not need to be described as frisky. I don't care what the fuck it is. Once I get Fanny's wand, expect to see that in videos and stuff, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna cast magic spells. A true unicorn wand, a wand to use for unicorn magic, would be a prism wand that reflects light, and it would shoot out rainbows. It would have to be a prism wand, and it would have to shoot out rainbows. But we all like, you know, I'd be tempted to have a narwhal horn wand. I might take a narwhal horn wand. I'd have to know the narwhal died naturally, and they didn't just kill it for its horn. Yeah, I bet they're hard as fuck to get a hold of. I bet they're illegal as fuck to get a hold of if you don't get a hold of them the right way. Because it's literally like ivory, basically, I bet. I decided to go link Walnut, so you guys better be on your best behavior. Walnut could show up randomly. And then what are you guys gonna do? Then you're gonna have to deal with her. Ooh. We just got an extra viewer. Uh-oh. Guys are in trouble now. Oh, if there was a tornado that was coming, I would stay alive. I mean, as long as they're expensive and they're ethically sourced, I mean, that would be worth it. I'm not some bleeding heart, we have to care about the animals sort of person. But at the same time, I do respect nature. Yeah, yeah, and then I'm excited to do that cooking live with the Cajun food. I'm gonna go live for 120 minutes, folks, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Yes, it is, Sonnet. Why? Why 120 minutes? Why are you asking questions? Troll. Why are you asking so many questions? Jeez. Don't ask so many questions. No. It just seems like a good time. I can touch it there, Senate, but... Yeah. Me and Senate, we met on Grindr. It's a good way to meet guy friends. You'll meet the best guy friends of your life on Grindr. Try it out today. Yeah. Maven doesn't troll me because she's not my friend. Cat guy has put me on WikiFeed, I'm sure. I think one of the first pictures Walnut ever sent me, I probably shouldn't discuss it, but she like sent me a picture of her foot next to something. She told me something about funny feet pictures, and I sent her a funny feet picture, and then she sent me one. A cat guy has WikiFeed as his homepage. I knew a guy one time, his grandma wrote him out of the will. She was having like dementia or something, I don't know, like... She just wrote him out of the will. So he set her homepage on her computer for WikiFeet. Was it WikiFeet? Yeah, it was. I had this really religious friend that he also he liked to troll online and stuff, and he accidentally emailed 2 girls 1 cup to his priest. And I think he stopped being religious over it. I mean, what do you do then? Like, you just move, right? Like you can't recover from that. What do you do? Like, oh, whoops. The good thing, if you always say dumb shit all the time, that priest is like, hey, can you email me more often? That video's fake, but still, like, she still puts that, chocolate mixture out of her ass. Like, that still is in there, like. I want to know how to make that chocolate mixture, because I think it'd be cool on a video. Be like, oh no, I just shit myself, and then put my hand in my pants, and just... No, that'd be horrible. It's still gross, yeah. It's not as gross. I know how to make a fake poop that looks convincing, I mean. Corn, the only food that once you eat it, you can wash it off and reuse it. I've been trying to get Walnut to put a turd in resin. I want a turd wand. that'd be that'd be fucking crazy. Maven, you probably know a guy right now that would pay you money for your feet pics. I would almost guarantee you that you do. There's just some guy, if you mentioned it, he would be like, "Oh, really now, huh? How much are you, how many pictures are we talking about? What kind of money? I mean..." Dueling cats, what the fuck? Yeah. $28 ago. Who the hell is Cat? Oh, it's Cat Guys. Okay. That's wild. You made an OnlyFans just in the hopes that you could make content with Walnut on it. Hey, I know Candyman. I know Candyman. What the fuck? On OnlyFans, but like Walnut makes a wand like naked or something. That probably wouldn't be good. I wouldn't want her to do that. I wouldn't want that at all. I'd be like, no, what? You're gonna fucking get resin on your skin or something. You're gonna burn yourself, gonna cut yourself, stab yourself. Were you guys there when Walnut was all drunk and yelling at her neighbors and they were yelling back? According to my radar, in 4 minutes the storm's supposed to get really bad. The docks. Makito. Yeah, it is. I'm trying to remember what I said. Yeah, I'm like, because OSHA certified, Walnut not being OSHA certified remind me of that. I think I know who Candy Van is. That's exactly who I thought it was, so. That's exactly what I thought, so. I'm gonna take off pretty soon, folks. Not quite. I'll stay here for a few more minutes, but after 107 minutes, I'm like, I want to do something other than look in front of me. The only thing that I guess would save it is if Walnut pulled up. There's several people, if they... Not that you other guys are not important. I mean, if I was looking for somebody to talk to. Yeah, anyway. You gonna go look around, SA, huh? Huh, homie G-Slice? I haven't seen Angie on all day. I hope she's okay. Yeah, I'm holding it down. Are you? I'm excited. Is it storming like this there, Maven? That'll be exciting if there's anything interesting on the ghost thing. In my like EVP recording stuff, I've only caught one thing that was any sort of weird. In the cholera, in the diphtheria cemetery in Yates Center, Kansas, I definitely recorded. I wish I had it still. I fucking wish I had it. I definitely recorded the sound of somebody clawing on like the sound of somebody like nails digging into wood, like pounding and like screaming, and it would just like the clawing, and then it would just get like fainter. It faded out towards the end, and it just got fainter and fainter. It was weird. In all of the recordings, I never recorded anything like that. My friend, she had a recorder as well, and she recorded it as well at the same time on hers. And it was just so, like, I think we should have submitted it together because, I mean, we independently recorded something that we did not hear together on individual devices. I mean, that's crazy. And what's crazy is her recording. I remember her recording after a month, there was no sounds on her recording anymore. They were gone completely, but mine were still there. Her like sounds on her recording, like they started getting fainter, and it was so weird to me. It was like they were actually like live or something, like it was really happening. It was bizarre. It's the most bizarre. Despite the years and years of no evidence before that, it really drove everything forward to like. It's wild. That's one of the craziest ones because I just don't know. Like you heard like a person like they're like, "Get me out, 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 let me out, let me out, like, let me out, let me out, let me out." And what happened there in the diphtheria cemetery is a bunch of children who were buried alive there in like mass graves and stuff. And there were several like children probably buried in coffins together and all that. So it's a really horrific place. And it was oppressive and scary there, and my friend hated it. She hated the fucking place. That lady would dive into the bowels of hell with me without any fear in her heart, and she told me she refused to go back to that place no matter what. And it's weird to run into this. Yeah, hospital would be anywhere where there's a lot of, anywhere like a house or a hospital. I think somewhere where there's a lot of activity, human activity that goes on constantly, nonstop, over and over again. It implants energy into the quantum space. Maven's already heard this rant. I won't do it again. Yeah, lightning bugs always come out pretty heavy into a thunderstorm. But I think human activity in an area implants energy into the quantum space. And then enough of that human energy implants itself into the quantum space, it replays itself under some set of circumstances, causes it to be able to replay itself. That I can't tell you what it is. Nobody understands quantum mechanics. Nobody. Albert Einstein described it as spooky action at a distance. That's one of the smartest humans to ever live. If that guy is like, "Oh, I don't know, it's spooky." If this fucking genius describes it as spooky, I mean... particularly if there's a lot of suffering in an area, maybe like somewhere like a farm. I've noticed a lot of farms, and a farmer would live on a farm and he'd do the same things over and over again, maybe for 50 years. And I think we're observing through so much this strange set of circumstances into the quantum world. And the thing about stuff in quantum space is it can only exist when it's observed. And the paranormal stuff really only exists when it's observed. Like, you might record something and you might not hear it, but you go back and you play the recording and you hear it again and it's observed. And my theory, if I still had that recording, if I'd actually documented that as the recording faded away, I had proof of that. I had proof. Proof. I had actual fucking proof of it actually happening in reality around us. Of a recording taking it and being observed. And because it's observed, then it decays in quantum space. And it fucking did that. Which is this insane, like, set of circumstances happen for that to be. Because normally, like, here in real space, we can't interact with quantum space. It's fucking impossible. Quantum space is interacting with us, but we can't interact with it. So, I mean, it's just... And we don't know what fundamental law of... like, there's a fundamental law of nature that rules over gravity that we don't know what it is. So there's a fundamental law of nature that we don't even know what it is. So, I mean, there's so much we don't understand. Anyway, I'm ranting. And think about how many nurses, too, Maven, have done the same routine over and over again. And think about, you're at a nurse's station when you're getting stared at, right? There could be, like, some nurse that's like, what's this fucking bitch doing sitting in my seat? Like, I sit there every night, like... And it's one of the parts, like, where people don't go very often, right? So if you sit in there and you see her, there's probably like that, like, damn, this bitch sitting in my seat, like, what the hell? But you're just, like, briefly interacting into the same space. And she's probably frightened by you, too. Also, I hope you understood I was not calling you that word in that. I was using it as a quote. I don't like to use that word to describe any lady, even as a joke, so. Fire fries are at McDonald's. I got a kid's meal today. I had a free thing, and I got a kid's meal. That's what I was just talking about right there. I got... Well, I don't think that about you at all. I just think some nurse seeing you sitting in her seat would definitely think that. I think quantum space is interacting with real space. Yeah, in quantum space, it's crazy. Particles don't exist unless they're observed. So, if you're looking in front of you right now, that would mean that behind you, everything that is behind you does not exist. The particles have not loaded in for you to be able to see what's behind you. If we were existing in quantum space, that's how things would work. So, like, here in front of me, this is it. Like, the way the camera works is very similar. But, like, then that exists. But this part doesn't exist, so then I have to observe it, like... Yeah, just seeing her sitting there like, this bitch sitting in my seat. I had 3 points at McDonald's, so I was able to get a free thing, and the kids' meal was one of them. They had Olympic sports trading cards as the normal kids' meal toy. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? I got the toddler toy, which was a stuffed animal. Which at least is something more I'd want. The one that they were offering there was the Olympic women's soccer team, like, trading cards. And I'm like, there's some kid that would go crazy for those. But the rest of the kids would not be very excited about those. Oh, wow. Have I ever told you about the time that I was staying over at my friend's house and her dad's alarm was going off and I had to it was going off and it was going off, so it woke me up. So I go into his bedroom and he's not in there. So I turn off his alarm and I turn around and he's standing in the doorway and I tell him, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I had to stay the night." And I can't see him because he's all in darkness. And he just smiles at me and he backs into the darkness and he fucking disappeared. He fucking disappeared into the darkness. It's the most paranormal experience I've ever had, for sure. That was so fucking scary. And I mean, I ran out of the house. It was the middle of the night. It was the middle of the night. And I left her house. I'm not bull. I don't want. I left her house. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I left her house and I walked back to my house like 2 hours. I have spent probably thousands of hours in abandoned places. I would probably shit in my pants if I had something like that happen. And I have no idea what the fuck it was. Like what? Like I did just get woken up by like an alarm, but it had been a couple minutes I'd been awake, and I mean the DMT flooding in your brain could make stuff like that happen. But I mean I've never experienced like, because like when I was doing the alarm, I noticed kind of a shadow, kind of come like where the closet was a little bit, and I just kind of dismissed it, and then it kind of moved where the doorway was, and I mean it's as scary as something could get. I mean, I wish I'd had any of my recording equipment, any of my ghost stuff, because that would have been crazy to have my camera on me and be able to flip it on right when I noticed that, and then have him in the doorway. Like I could have got that on video. And then what the hell would that mean? Because that would be crazy. So I know that doppelganger thing. And another time, in that same house, her mom was gone and everything with her sister. And her mom yelled from downstairs, "Help, help, help, I've fallen, I need help." And we almost went downstairs. And when we realized she wasn't in the house, and then she screamed again and she's like, "You fucking assholes, you won't help me. I'm gonna come up and get you." And we heard this big pounding up the stairs and it slammed into her door. And we were like, I jumped out her window. It was in the middle of the day. I jumped out of her window and I left. And that's the last time I ever went into her house as well, so I mean. And I wish I could be like, there's something to that. I don't know what the hell that was. I just wonder what would have happened if we'd not thought about it before we'd opened the door and went downstairs. That's the part that makes me go, what the fuck? I just left her in the room alone, too. I said, fuck that, I'm leaving. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. Walking up the hall and into a patient's room, he was wearing a gray scrub. I went down the patient's room to talk to him. Oh yeah, Maven. You gotta finish telling that and tell the other ones too. What the fuck? And he wasn't in Scrubs? Oh yeah, yeah, Hazel, you're probably still listening. I saw my CNA walking up the hall and into a patient's room. He was wearing the gray scrubs. I had to tell him something. So I finished what I was writing and went down the patient's room to talk to him. There was no one there. I was like, that's weird. And went back to the desk. A second later, I saw the same guy walking to the desk from a different direction. He was wearing a black top and red pants. I'm like, did you just go to this room? He says, no. I was in this other room. Yeah. Maven, did you feel a really like cold, like dropping feeling inside you, like something was extremely fucking wrong with everything in the universe once you realize that? Like a feeling you'd never felt before in your life? Cuz that's what happened with me when I saw that. See, me and Maven don't believe in ghosts. Me and Maven are, I don't know how not believer she is, but I think it's all bullshit. Yeah, it's crazy. You're like, but I saw it, I observed it. Like, this isn't like. What's crazy is that one was really close, but I don't know. Like, ghost peppers are real. Yeah, that's crazy. That's exactly the same feeling that I got. I find that interesting. I felt like I saw something I wasn't supposed to see or something like that. That sort of feeling. I'm pretty sure I've seen ghosts. I mean, I don't know what the doppelganger thing is. That's something else. Like, I don't know if we're talking paranormal there or not. I think that's something else. That's like something bad. Like, and what's crazy is it might be the same thing we're running into. See, I was woken up from a sleep. I had been awake a little bit. What's crazy is my friend was like, "Why do you get up?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Why did you get up?" And I'm like, "Well, the alarm was going off and it kept going off and off and off." And she's like, "No, there wasn't any alarm going off. Like, what are you talking about?" Yeah, the same with this one. Like, it was in the shadows, but it was like moving with the shadows. Like, it wasn't solid. Well, it was solid, but it wasn't like. And it looked real. I mean, it looked just like her dad, but he was kind of bathed in the darkness, and he did disappear into the darkness. Maven, if he disappeared into the darkness like that in front of you, you probably would have been like, I need to go home and go to sleep. Like, right now. Like, right now. ASAP. Have you ever experienced anything else like that? Because I've experienced the vocal one before. When I was in the abandoned place, that same friend. Hey, Nervous Rider. That same friend, she called me from the end of a hallway. And I went to the end of the hallway. And she wasn't there. And then she came around the other corner. And then I fucking slipped and I fell. When I turned to go back to her, I slipped and I fell. And I'm still convinced that I got pushed. Yeah, no way. So there was another one with the same one. Has that employee been working there a while or anything like that? Hey, Angie. We're telling ghost stories. Maven, you gotta check out Nervous Rider's channel. Like, Angie's such an amazing lady. I think she might be even more amazing than Walnut. Like, if there's such a thing. I don't know, though. I was telling about, I don't know if you heard, but like, the storm is passing along. Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely want to hear any sort of like doppelganger or any other experiences like that. I don't know, I'm weary to make people mods. Maven's earned the mod. Treaties, I feel like you're gonna troll me with your mod. I trust with it, but I also am like, I don't know. Oh yeah, I can make you a mod and make you become what you hate. I can make you become what you hate. But yeah, I was telling about this time I was staying at a friend's house and I was hearing her dad's alarm go off and it was going off and it was going off. And it woke me up. So I was laying there for a few minutes and I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I don't know why. He usually wakes up from it. So I go in there to get it. And I kind of noticed this little shadow out of the corner of my eye kind of move towards the doorway. And then I turn and he is standing in the doorway, bathed in shadow, but it's definitely him. He's a tall dude. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, like, Harold. I'm sorry. Like, I had to stay the night. I apologize. And he smiled with this, like, smile where you could, like, see all of his front teeth and stuff. And he just backed away into the darkness and vanished. Fucking vanished. And I mean, I pissed on myself a little bit. It was about the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life. The most paranormal thing. I immediately went forward and I ran forward and there wasn't anything in the darkness and I heard like movement on the stairs going down. And I mean, I I ran down the stairs and I opened up her front door. I left it unlocked and I ran out of her house. This is like 2:30 in the morning or something, and I walked all the way back home. Like 2 hours. It's definitely the most what the fucking shit just fucking happened to me experience of my life. I mean, the only thing I can explain is maybe my DMT in my brain was still active, but the most scary part to me looking back is the thing was blocking the doorway completely. And it smiled at me and stuff. Like, what if it went forward? What if it fucking went forward? What if it fucking went forward? Like, oh my god. Oh. I was not taking sleeping pills or anything at the time. No drugs. Nothing. This was shortly after I'd stopped doing Duster. It could have been the Duster demons coming after me. But I've never experienced anything like it or anything similar to it other than that. And then I was telling about another time I was staying in her house and her mom had left with her sister. And we were there just kind of hanging out in her room. You know what like a guy and a girl would do in a room. But yeah, we were just kind of hanging out and stuff. And we heard her mom scream downstairs, "Help, help, help, help. I've fallen. I need help. Help me. Help." And we were like, what the fuck? We got up and we walked to the door and we put her hand on the door. And we realized, wait a minute, she's not home. We looked out the window and her car wasn't there. And we kind of ignored it. And we heard a pounding on the floor below us. And then we heard her again say, "Help, I've fallen. What the fuck's wrong with you fucking people? I've fallen. You're not going to help your poor mother?" And then we heard this boom, pounding up the stairs, this bounding up the stairs, and it slammed into her door really hard. It shook her door, and I just dove out of her fucking window. I dove out of her window after that. I looked at her and I told her, "Listen, Vanessa, she's dead now, so." But I looked at her and I was like, Vanessa, you're on your own with your creepy ass fucking house. And I dove out of her window. Anyway, I want to check Maven's story. That was scary. That was terrifying. And all I can think, what would have happened if we decided to go down there and go down to the basement? I was going to go to the break room, and you know how when you let the door behind you close, and there's somebody behind you, and you accidentally let the door close in their face, you open the door? Yeah, so you open the door to let the person in. I caught a glimpse of the employee standing on the other side of the door right before it closed it. And when I opened the door because I thought it closed it in, no one was there. There are no other doors anywhere in the hallway that are not locked at night. So there would have been nowhere for him to go. That's fucking weird. That is weird. That's the mimicry stuff. Yeah. And I had the same thing happen with that friend who died. We explored an abandoned place, and she was calling me from the end of a hallway, and I went to the end of the hallway, and she wasn't there. And then she came around the other side, and then I turned towards her, and I slipped, and I fell. She thinks I got shoved, but I lost my footing. I know I did. That was crazy when it hit the door. I kind of feel bad for just leaving her But I mean, fuck. She was kind of a bad person, and you know. Oh, Maven, how long has that guy worked there? Okay, so like 2 years. That's weird. Then if he'd been working there for like 10 years, I'd be like, okay, I kind of get this. Definitely a place like that is a place of great, like, suffering and... Man, I hadn't thought about those ghost stories forever. I'd forgot about those. When I was telling people about, like, the paranormal experience I had in the cemetery and stuff, I'd blanked on those. Yeah, I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are. I'm starting to feel kind of nauseous and sick. Yeah, I'm gonna head off too, folks. I'm not feeling well. Thanks for tuning in. And cheers, y'all.